Look at that. Ah, oh my gosh, that is so pretty together.
Judgment with fate. Ooh, that's good.
I like the colors. I think the colors play well together. I do. Hi everyone, Summer with AstariaSen, and I am back with another upcoming release from US Games. Of course, they sent it to me for my review, and then I share the deck here with you. If you would like to see a quick walkthrough, I will have it in my shorts video, so please go ahead and take a look. This is fantastic. I love the presentation of this deck. It's like a book that could just slide right onto your bookshelf. It's in like a bookshelf form, and it even has like the book slides in and out of this little pocket here. The book is thick, by the way. It's a thick, thick book. This is a great one that since I've been going through it, this is actually quite the deck for beginner beginner people with runes. And it does come with this little tuck box, which I'm not a super big fan of tuck boxes, but I mean, it's hard. It's not really, it's not one of those flimsier ones. I already took the cards out, so I don't need to take them out of this, but I really like the way that this actually looks, this presentation. And let's be real, okay? Sometimes presentation is a big deal. So I'm going to be doing a quick walkthrough here, and I will be doing a pairing, but I wanted to really talk about this book because this book is chunky. Okay, this book is chunky, it's thick. It gives you almost 4 pages per card, right? You've got the rune itself, and then you've got all the different things like the correspondences, the meaning, the divination of it, even the gender of it. And then you get like a full-on little paragraph about the card too, and the card as a whole. And of course it has colored pictures in here. So I mean, this is a fantastic book. This has a lot of information that you can take with you if you are a beginner with runes. If you have a rune deck already, cool, maybe it'll play with some of your rune decks. I don't have a lot of rune decks personally because I'm not that big into runes as a whole, but I do think that this has some really fantastic information in it for those who are just starting out, someone like myself, right? So let's take a look at the cards really quick. Again, these are not in order because I have been shuffling and playing with them. So keep that in mind. We'll go ahead and give it a quick shuffle so you can actually see what that kind of shuffle looks like. Remember, I have small hands, and so this stretches my hands a little tiny bit, but nothing too bad. I think it's because it's a few amount of cards, which I'm not super fond of. Like, this is not a thick deck. It is a thin deck. The card stock, it is, you know, it's got some good give to it, and it is super shiny, which also, if you guys know me and have been on my channel for a while, you know gloss is not my favorite. But anyways, let's go ahead, let's zoom in, let's take a look at these cards, and then we'll see if we can find some decks to go with it. So I think these are beautiful. The artwork in here is really pretty. I like the colors. The color saturation really appeals to me. And it's warm to me. Like I want to use it because of the way the artwork looks. And I like the little bit of fantasy that's involved in it. I like the little bit of magical aspects, or like, I don't know, it just looks magical. Doesn't that look magical? It just looks magical to me. And I really, really like magical looking things because let's face it, what am I really doing here, right? I'm playing with magic. I'm playing with fairies, I'm playing with magic. And my decks, they need to reflect that, I think. I think they do. So yeah, these are really pretty. I like the correspondences, both with human and beast, as well as the elements, you know, and even going so far as plants. So there's a lot of life going on in these cards, and I find that really appealing to me. But the cards are beautiful. They're just beautiful. I think they're going to have, they'll be able to go with a lot of different styles of decks. I didn't pull out too many to go with these, but I did pull out, I think, 3. I have 3 that I'm going to try to pair with these. So anyways, that's all of the cards. These are the backs. They're really light colors. Again, the shine kind of drives me crazy, but yeah, and they spread well. Look at that. That's a good spread. That's a good spread. Okay, let me zoom back out, and we will see if we can find some good decks to go with it. So first off, I'm going to start with the Ethereal Visions Luna edition of Ethereal Visions. And I think that this deck is going to be really pretty with it. I really do. So let's split it apart here. Okay, let's take a look at what we got going on. So, Life and Death, 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. I can get on board with that. 7 of Wands, 6 of Swords. I like the colorings already together. They're not a perfect match, But I don't always think that decks should have a perfect match. I do think that they should read well, and I do think there should be complements. Like this definitely has some complements to it, right? Definitely has some complements to it. Fate, Seven of Cups, and Justice. That's a nice one. Temperance and Judgment with Fate. Ooh, that's good. This one is Wealth, Cattle, Creation, Nine of Pentacles, and the Empress. Like that's a good reading right there. That's a really good spread like that. I like that. I do think that this Luna edition is well met with this Rune Magic deck for sure. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful pairing, I think. Yeah, I do. I like it a lot. All right, let's move on with the next pairing. And I'm going to go ahead and do Crystal Visions with it next. I think it'll work. I do. I hope. Let's pull it out and find out. I don't actually pair my Crystal Visions with a lot of things because I just use it as it's on its own a lot of the time. So let's take a look and see. Let's see if it'll work together. Okay. So we have Protection, Four of Wands, Six of Cups, Queen of Wands. Ooh, that's a nice pairing there. I like that. Wisdom, Death, Nine of Cups. Yeah, I can get on board. I can get on board with that. I like the colors. I think the colors play well together. I do. They naturally come together well with the blues, purples, pinks, and even the greens. I would even say the browns if you look at it that way. Like, look at that. That's pretty fantastic. And since there's not very many cards, I don't want to go through too many of them because I want to do one more deck with it here and see if we can make it work with another deck too. Right now, the Luna is my favorite pairing so far. All right, let's try the Calandra Tarot with it. I feel like the colors are very similar to my Crystal Visions deck. So I want to see if it, look at that. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty together. Holy cow. I say yes. Okay, I changed my mind. Calandra is now my favorite pairing with it because I like the way the art plays off of each other so much. Oh my gosh. I say yes to the Calandra for sure. Which one do you think is the best? Like, or do you have one that you would suggest? I don't have like a lot of decks that might go with runes, so I really wasn't sure what would go, but I'm digging the Calandra for sure. It is so pretty together. Wow. I'm surprised. I was not expecting the Calandra to go this well with it. I mean, I should have because I saw it with, Crystal Visions, right? But wow, I'm impressed. Duality, Five of Swords, Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords, the Star. Yes. I think even the readings could come off as very potentially deep with these two decks put together. I'm on board with it. So yeah, I'm going to say the Calandra is most definitely my favorite pairing for this. So let's go ahead and do a quick little reading. Maybe we'll do like a 2-card or 3-card reading. I don't usually do that, but you never know. It might turn out in my favor. It's the first time I'm going to do that. I don't normally do like whole readings like that on my walkthroughs, but I figure why not? Why not give something new a try, right? Okay, let's give it a quick little shuffle, then we'll pull a couple cards, see what the reading is for you guys, for me, for whatever. Let's spread these suckers out and see what wants to play. We'll go with this one and this one. Okay, cool beans. Cool beans. Okay, let's see what we got. I don't know how to pronounce these, by the way, so I'm not going to try. But let me zoom you guys in just a little bit so you can take a look at these cards together. And let's take a look in the book. We've got Union and Wealth, which, it's March. So March is all about some of that prosperity magic, right? Prosperity magic. Okay, so we have... There you go. So now we need to find the other one, the G. There it is. There it is. So the meaning is gift, generosity, marriage, hospitality, giving and receiving. Very much in that manifestation, that wealthy March stuff I'm feeling. It's got the divinatory meaning. It appears in a divination. It heralds a reconciliation of opposites. It can also indicate a coming marriage, a love union, work gratification, and fulfilled dreams. Signifies an energy exchange and the generation of inner creative power. Very cool. And it says, in the Norse society, when one received a gift, one was expected to reciprocate with a present of equal value. See, this is where that fair energy exchange comes in for me with like the Fae too. So let's go back to this one. That's union. So then go back to the first one. Whoop, whoop. I can do this. I can do this. Okay, there it is. So we've got well-being, luck, prosperity, divination, conception, wealth, magical knowledge, fertility, creation, destruction. So the meaning is the appearance of whatever that word is, indicates prosperity and economic power, but also individual potential in directing creative energies to produce wealth, well-being, health, and the fulfillment of one's ambitions. It does not refer to gain that comes from nowhere, but like the grain that sprouts and the livestock that must be tended, it is the product of directed effort, which is great because, you know, I'm on a homestead, guys. So it talks about, I feel like I have a lot of abundance already. So this rune is the one that's associated with wealth, prosperity, gold, and property. It means its meaning comes from cattle, which is really interesting because I've got goats, which is like a mobile wealth of ancient civilizations. So that's really interesting how well this like played into my life here with my creativity, with the Fae, and with my homesteading, right? So how interesting is that? That's some on point reading stuff right there. So yeah, I am really interested in working more with this deck and seeing how well it's going to play with my other decks. So which pairing did you like the best? I'm going to go with Calandra. And if you have this deck, let me know. If you're getting this deck, let me know. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a very great day.